Hey guys, Lancy here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for joining me. We'll look into Secret Lairs Street Fighter. Let's see if there's some good stuff to pick up because I actually think this might be worth it. And I'm saying that after avoiding a lot of the other legendary ones because I just didn't feel like they were interesting enough overall, and this might be a bit different. But let's have a look. A Honda Sumo Champion, 4 colorless, 2 white for a 0/7 legendary creature, Human Warrior. Sumo Spirit. As long as it's your turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So it's a 6 mana 7/7 as long as each turn. And 100 Hand Slap. Whenever E Honda Sumo Champion attacks, up to 100 target creatures gets plus X, a +0/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Wait, what? That's insane, right? I mean, if this guy attacks by himself and you have 6 cards in hand, is he not then a 13/13 attacking in? And literally, if you're attacking with 2 creatures, as long as you have enough cards in hand, this guy feels like he's pretty insane, actually. And certainly you can play a defender deck with this guy, but he is only mono white, so it's a bit tricky, really. Ryu World Warrior, 2 colorless, 1 white for a 2/4 legendary creature human warrior with training. Whenever this creature attacks another creature with another creature with greater power, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So he gets stronger as you attack with bigger creatures along with him. Hodokun, 4 colorless, 1 red, untap, discard a card. Ryu World Warrior deals damage equal to his power to any target. If excess damage was dealt to a creature this way, draw a card. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. So you can attack with him with a bigger creature than him, and he gets stronger. And then you can untap with him to then discard a card, and then deal damage to something, overkill it, and then draw a card. Tricky, that's a lot of hoops to jump into, but I guess that makes it more interesting in some ways. Ken, Burning Brawler. 1 colorless, 2 red for a 4/2 legendary creature human warrior with prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, pay 1 red or white. Ken gains first strike until end of turn. That makes sense for his 4/2. Shoryuken, that's the punch straight up. Whenever Ken deals combat damage, you may cast a sorcery spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage without paying its mana cost. Damn, that feels strong, but then again, you're going to run out of cards fast, and a lot of the single target stuff in red and white isn't the best. Blue has the better cards in that color combination. Tricky. They got the American flag in the background, which I think is very interesting. I know that that's the character, and a lot of this is very much like that, but it's just interesting that they did it. Blanca, Ferocious Friend, 3 colorless, 1 red, 1 green, for a 5/5 with haste. Legendary creature, human beast warrior. Guess these are all human warriors. And he's got rolling attack. When Blanca attacks. Oh, wait. Blanca has trample as long as you cast 3 or more spells this turn. Sure, maybe as pump spells. And Electric Thunder. Whenever Blanca becomes the target of a spell, he gets +2/+2 until end of turn and deals 2 damage to target. Deals 2 damage to each opponent. This is actually insane. This is actually an insane build around card because let's say he's a 5/5. You have 7 mana when you cast him. You play. I don't know, let's say, sorry, it's a 5/5. Let's say you have 8 mana. So 8 mana is asking for a lot, but you're in green. So you have 8 mana. You play this guy for 5. He's got haste. Then you play a Rancor. Then you play a Growth Spiral. Well, whatever the +3/+3. And then any 1 mana. So you want your deck to be full of 1 mana spells. That literally just pump him. You've done 6 damage to everyone. He is now a 11/11 plus a 3/3, so 14/14, plus a 2/0, so he's a 16/14, plus let's say that you've given him another +3/+2 or something, so 16/14, and 19 16. So he's a 19-16 on the turn where you cast him, as long as you have that. Like, I know that's ideal, but that's kind of how you want to make your deck. And you've also just done 6 damage to everyone. So, and he's got trample. So someone's probably gonna die. Or if not, then they're dead next turn. And the only thing is, you had to somehow figure out keeping your hands full. Chun-li, countless kicks, 1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 white for a 3/3 legendary creature human soldier with multi-kicker. That makes sense. Which is 1 blue or 1 white. When Chun-li enters the battlefield, exile up to X target instant cards from your graveyard, where X is the number of times Chun-li was kicked. Put a kick counter on each of them. Lightning kick, whenever Chun-li attacks, copy each exile card you own with a kick counter on it. You may cast those copies. Now, it says you have to cast those copies, so I assume you need the mana to cast them. So this isn't something completely broken, but maybe you can draw a lot of cards with this. You can protect her well. Just keep protecting her and making sure she can get those attacks and stay on the field. It is only on the turn that she attacks. After her turn, all those cards just have kick counters on them and then stay away. So you had to protect her outside of that with cards in your hand, not the ones that are just going to come in when she attacks. Dalzim, pliable pacifist, 2 colors, 1 green, 1 white for a 1/3 legendary creature human monk with reach. He's got teleport. Dalzim has hexproof unless he's attacking. So as long as he's sitting back, he's safe. Whenever a creature you control with reach attacks, untap it. It cannot be blocked by creatures with greater power this combat. Fierce Punch, whenever one or more creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This feels like a really interesting reach commander, which is strange. I guess Spider's never covered that, so I guess this is the best one we have. So interesting, actually quite powerful because of the draw card whenever it deals damage, and the ability for him to not be targeted. He's got hexproof, and the ability for the reach creatures to do some cool stuff outside. Ghoulie, Sonic Soldier, 1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 white, 1 red for legendary creature human soldier. I thought this guy was there's the American flags here as well. It's American flags in 2 places. Interesting. Whenever Ghoulie Sonic Soldier enters the battlefield or attacks, put a charge counter on him and remove 1. Put a charge counter on him or remove 1 from him. When you remove a counter this way, choose 1. Sonic Boom. Sonic Soldier deals 4 damage to any target. Flash Kick. Sonic Soldier gains lifelink and indestructible until end turn. So when he enters the battlefield, he's got one of these. When he attacks, when he enters the battlefield, he's got one of these, and then what? You can immediately use it to then deal 4 damage? Because it says whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, put a charge counter on him or remove 1 from the game. Oh, so you can't. Okay, so he comes into play, he's got a charge counter on him. He's completely vulnerable, but when he attacks, you can remove it to deal 4 damage to something, or give him lifelink and indestructible, or you can give him another charge counter. Actually quite tricky to play with unless you can give him a lot of charge counters, I guess. And he does say to remove a counter. He doesn't say remove counters this way. Zangief, the Red Cyclone, 2 colors, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green for a 7/4 legendary creature human warrior. Zangief, the Red Cyclone, must be blocked if able. Iron Muscle, as long as it's your turn, Zangief has indestructible. And Spinning Pile Driver, whenever Zangief deals combat damage to a player, whenever Zangief deals combat damage to a creature, if that creature was dealt excess damage this turn, that creature's controller sacrifices a non-creature, non-land permanent. Pretty cool. I don't know if that's going to come in, apply all the time. But like I said, I think this is a cool idea because they all feel unique. They all feel strong. It's better than the other ones where it was just felt like weirdly pushed and broken. I can't see anything completely broken here, but if you guys can, then let me know which ones you think are broken, and we'll see if that's true when they come out, I guess. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one. See ya.